Fellow Ron Paul supporters, coming up is Super Duper Tuesday. And Super Duper Tuesday is really important. We are going to have success on Super Duper Tuesday regardless. I mean, forget about the numbers and all that. We're a huge movement. We raised $5 million for Ron Paul on February 1st. And we're going to be there on Super Duper Tuesday in every single state that's voting on that day. And we'll get delegates in a number of those states. And I believe as a movement, the Ron Paul movement has achieved much more than I even dreamt to think about a very short while ago. We're not going to sweep the floor and become the biggest party and sort of take this one for granted. No way, that's not going to happen. But we're there. We're getting delegates in some states. And we raised the issues. We raised awareness about Ron Paul. And this is amazing. I'm flabbergasted. It's an incredible achievement. So thank you to everyone. Thank you. You've done a great job. And I want you to think long term now. I made another video. Watch that other video just a few minutes ago where I talk about what can happen during the year. And I really want you to see that and share that vision about what can happen. But I want you to think that what we have achieved is something that will live on regardless. And that is the true achievement in this campaign that we've had so far, is that we've sparked something that's going to live on. And winning the presidency was a long shot regardless. And there's still a chance that we can pull this off. But really, that was a long shot. But getting the movement off the ground and getting this thing started and getting people excited and reading up on what this is and thinking about liberty and thinking about the Constitution, that's priceless. It's a priceless achievement, and it's amazing that we've done that. And now the movement will, this thing is going to, we have the delegates, and this thing is going to roll all the way through the election in November. So I'm going to work so hard this year to keep this momentum going and to make sure that this spark that we've set is going to produce something really beautiful and important. Not this year maybe, not next year maybe, but somewhere out there, people have been inspired to do great things in our lifetime. Maybe the next president is some young guy or girl who's 15 years now and seen what Ron Paul is about, looked up on the web and say, hey, this is what I am, this is what it means to be American. I want to look more into this. And we might have sparked things that will have consequences 40 years from now. And that's amazing. If we didn't do this Ron Paul campaign this year, that wouldn't happen. And that's why this is so important regardless. It's a magnificent achievement. So that's how you have to think about it. Regardless of how Super Duper Tuesday goes, and we're not going to sweep the floor. Forget about it. We'll get some delegates. Regardless, this is a huge victory for the movement. And I want you to think, for your own sake, your own personal sake, I want you to think long term. How are you going to fit into this movement, this revolution that will go on? What is your role in the ongoing Ron Paul revolution after the election? This fight is not over by far. It's just gotten started. What will you do? Will you be a precinct leader in your precinct? Will you enter into politics yourself? Will you be a business leader? Will you continue to contribute money to this movement? I hope you will. The Ron Paul movement will for sure turn into some kind of foundation or something that will move on and keep working for these ideas. And I want you to support that, commit to support that, and think really long term. This is something that will go on and on for your lifetime, and you should make a pledge to be part of that ongoing thing in your lifetime to make sure these ideas are kept alive and that they stay alive. And then maybe, if we're lucky, someone, if we don't elect Ron Paul now, then someone will arise, if we're lucky, very soon, if we're lucky in our lifetime, someone will arise to take this country back to where it belongs. And you've been a part of making that happen. We have reignited the spirit of liberty in the United States, and that is so valuable. The accomplishment is fantastic. Thank you. The Ron Paul revolution, the Ron Paul movement is alive and well, going strong. We sparked something important to be part of for the rest of our lives. That is so great. I'm honored to be part of that. I'm honored to be talking to you about the Ron Paul movement right now.